as quickly as possible to go through this and keep things on moving forward to you. My topic was linked to the whole theme of the conference around where ICHemE, as the Institution of Chemical Engineers, might create value and drive change in the HSE area. So I'm going to talk about that. This is going to build on some of what has already been said about what the professional engineering institutions at large can actually contribute in the area of this field. We are tasked to be independent. We are tasked to be driving forward knowledge about the profession, in our case process engineering, and we are very conscious that our community of professional engineers need to abide by the highest standards, and that includes ever more ethics and codes of conduct moving forward. These are the aspects of professionalism. The types of things that the institutions do are listed there. You're well aware of those. I'm not going to go through those in detail, other than to say we impact the education system, which is the feedstock into the industry. We impact the industry through working with many organisations like yourselves in terms of the quality systems for developing engineers within the companies. Okay. Who do we do this for? Is it for me? Is it for you? Is it for the designers? Is it for the operators? The answer is it's for society, right? We exist as a community of professional bodies to serve society and societal benefit. That's crucially important. We're chemical engineers. Many of you are probably chemical engineers. You're certainly working, many of you, in process-based industries, largely in oil and gas, but not entirely. So what does all that stuff mean in the context of chemical engineering? The word process safety is not being talked about this morning, and it has been in conference lots of words on slides. We tend to forget, don't we, what it's all about. Right? So process safety, right at the heart of chemical engineering, is all about control of losses. We do not want losses. We do not want losses that cause things to go bang. Why? It's very self-evident. These are big issues of big physical impact, big financial impact. They cause enormous environmental damage if they go wrong. You look at the picture of the UK up there. That's probably something like Abu Dhabi to Dubai. That black spot. We don't want that happening here, I'm sure. It has devastating impact on employees if things go wrong. It has enormous human cost, doesn't it? These are some pictures of Bhopal. We all remember that. Goodness knows the number of people killed in that incident 30 years ago. And what about reputation? Who in this room working for any of these organisations that are all excellent organisations want to be up there on my next slide with some version of your company name, or cartoon of your chief executive? Look at that slide. This is what it's about. Okay. So, professional body, ICHemE, Institution of Chemical Engineers, we have process safety at our heart, right? Why do we have it at our heart? We're here to serve society. We must avoid that. Okay. So how then do we create value? Then we try and deliver things like professional standards, qualifications, activities, try to disseminate knowledge, come to events like these, etc., etc. That's what we do practically. Okay. And things that come with that, of course, are our own conferences. We have this hazard conference run for many years to do with process safety. It's the biggest thing that ICHemE does conference run-wise is process safety. We disseminate through webinars. We have loss prevention bulletins. We run training. Some of that's going to come up in Abu Dhabi. So this is how we try and engage people around that really, really serious topic that is process safety. So the professional engineering institutions, therefore, really have a critical leadership role to play, right? And if they're going to do anything in terms of leadership around process safety, first of all, they need vision and direction, and then they need to get on and do the job. So I'm just going to give you a couple of examples of how we try and do that as the Institution of Chemical Engineers. Here's a pictorial of our vision document. It's something called Chemical Engineering Matters. We think it does, because we're chemical engineers, of course. But if you look at the challenges that we all face as a society, globally, sustainable energy supplies, food, health and well-being, criticality of water supply to growing populations. These are the things that really matter. And running right through these on the horizontal level are those areas, those strands of work that we believe, as the Institution of Chemical Engineers, we will make a contribution, need to make a contribution. You note that process safety has been called out, because actually it will play a role in energy, food, very self-evidently. Okay, so process safety right at our heart. Two leadership actions then. So one is how do we make sure that engineers operating in your industries operate with process safety knowledge? Okay, we expect our chemical engineers to learn stuff at university. Remarkably, not all universities teach this stuff properly, but we insist on that if it's an accredited degree with ICHemE. We also expect a chartered chemical engineer to be able to express to us in the peer review process that they have at least demonstrable knowledge of process safety. That's probably not enough, however. We recognise that and of late have introduced something specifically for experts or process safety practitioners, professional process safety engineers, what this thing's called, in an attempt to raise process safety standards and set the competency framework for process safety professionals. So, just like the chartered engineer that many of you may be familiar with, this is the equivalent for those people in the process safety space, and of course it's demonstrated, it's based upon demonstration of competencies against a standard. The standard, of course, we developed with engagement with partners in industry in order to do that. Having done so, and one of the VPs of one of the major multinationals in the world, having interrogated ICHemE for about 5 hours, concluded, thank God somebody's written it down, right? So at long last, we've got something in process safety for professional engineers, process safety engineers. Of course, that competence framework, that green book previously on the slide, also enables a progressive competence framework for the development of an acquisition of skills within that competence framework. So this is the booklet. You can find that on the website. It's available, and it calls out a number of competency areas which you see written down there. So it's basics. It's pretty obvious. It's about hazard ID. How do you assess the consequences? How do you avoid the consequences by mitigation? Have you done your risk assessments? And all the other interacting aspects to do with working with others, understanding the regulatory frameworks, etc., etc. So I'm not going to go through those, other than say it exists in the context of professional process safety engineer, a register that is administered by ICHemE through peer review. So we look at people's qualifications, we look at people's professional formation, and we test them through interview against those competency standards, and then they become a professional process safety engineer. Okay. The profession, when exposed to this, was pretty excited. I'm not going to read those, they were just things that came to us. There's many, many, many more of those, but it gives you the sense that there was a bit of a relief that somebody has finally done something for process safety. And the people who were interested in this all have sort of good process safety roles. You know, they're the right sorts of people. They are operating within the operating companies, 53%, and equally importantly in the designers and contractors. So that was a very nice balance of interest for the whole sector. The people to the left of the chart then adds up to be about 60-70% or something. These individuals claim to have a lot of direct process safety experience in their jobs. So this was appealing, or is appealing to people, the right sorts of people, we believe. And intriguingly, only about half of these individuals are at all professionally qualified as anything. Right? So here is an opportunity for those individuals to gain recognition for their competences, these competences in the field of process safety. Here's the gentleman who was very pleased with it, happens to to work with Shell in the US, but actually the map shows you where we've got professional process safety engineers, and frankly there's a very good spread all the way from New Zealand to South Africa to Canada to but wherever. It's going very well. Second leadership action, and then I'll close, was around the field of better understanding or furthering the knowledge and understanding about this high consequence global likelihood incidents. What can ICHemE do about that, and can we bring together the strands we already have and create something even stronger? So we have created last year the ICHemE Safety Centre based in Melbourne, which will work against this sort of agenda. And of course it's industry-led, has the objective of sharing, analysing and developing and applying process safety knowledge in order to improve safety. And I think it will build very much upon ICHeme's long pedigree in the area of process safety. So any companies out there who wish to participate in this, then there'll be opportunities to discuss that in the near future. So various partner companies contributing to that effort. So I'll conclude simply like this. There are significant, important professional engineering institutions. They can't live in the past, they have to live in the current and look forwards. We believe, as ICHemE, we are in that space. Our membership is almost 50% outside the UK. We are definitely global. And as chemical engineers, process safety is right at our hearts. Okay? And we can't escape that fact. We don't want to escape that fact. Therefore, the onus is on us to take some leadership actions as a qualifying body in order to drive standards and further process safety.